Welcome to Coffee with Viking. I am Mike, also known as the Viking. Cheers. And I actually wanted to do this about a day or two ago, but then I saw what today's devotion was about, and I thought this would fit more perfect with that devotion. I have had a lot of people ask me since coming to Christ two main questions. One of them I already answered in my second or third video called the egg analogy, which is if God created us, who created God? So if you want to check that out, it's one of my earlier videos. But the other question is about free will, and it is if God knows everything we're going to do, and He knows where we're going to wind up when we're out of this life, do we really have free will? And the answer is yes, we have free will. It's kind of like that Robert Frost poem, which happens to be my favorite of all poems by my favorite poet, The Road Not Taken. In life, we face two paths. And one of those paths we've all been on, which is the wide path that leads to destruction. It's the path that most take, but we also have the narrow path that leads to our salvation, that leads to Christ, which many will seek, but few will find. But throughout life, even if we, in our earlier days, choose the widened path and try to find acceptance with our fellow man, woman, our fellow people, that even throughout life, the both choices come up daily. Every day that God blesses us with waking us up, we are faced with those paths. And yes, He knows which ones we're going to choose, because time is not existent with Him. He is everywhere, past, present, future. And He knows if we're going to follow Him or not. But He gives us the free will to choose which path we go on. But to answer the question, we do have free will. And those paths, they do show up not only just once a day daily, but multiple times. We are always faced with choices in this life. One will lead to our destruction, the other to our salvation. But God gave us the choice and the promise that He would not interfere, because He wants us to choose Him at our own free will. So I hope this helps, and if you are interested and want to check out The Road Not Taken, I actually just quoted that one earlier. It's up here now, and I hope that you all enjoy that poem, because I fell in love with that poem the first time I heard it. I knew the meaning right away, which was life choices and how many choose the wrong path for so long, but how the narrow path is always there. And in the end, He chose to take the narrow path because He wanted to see if the road not taken was better than the road that kept leading Him to his failures, to his depression, to his anger. to trying to find acceptance in a world that would not accept. This world, we already know, is headed for destruction. It is a selfish world, but there are still those in it that are good, that choose to take that narrow path, the narrow road. And I'm hoping more choose that narrow path and that it widens. I love you all. Stay blessed. Stay caffeinated. And remember, we are always facing two choices throughout our days. And even though God knows what we're going to choose, we still choose it. And free will is a thing. Much love to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day.